Hello, it's Jimmy Jam Oracle. Welcome to my channel. And today we're doing another Girl World reading. I'm going to do Foodie Beauty. See what she's up to. And remember, we welcome the spirits just like I welcome you and ask for their help today in this read. So we're going to shuffle. We're going to think about Chantal. We're going to think about what she's been up to and what we have to look forward to from her. Thinking about doing just some simple 3-card reads just to, I don't know, ask more questions that way, I guess. There's only so many Celtic crosses you can do before you start getting a little bit bored of it. Whoops, I have some jumpers. No jumpers. I try to avoid jumpers if I can. Especially if there's more than, if there's one, I'll read it. But if there's more than one, it's like, nah. Again, just thinking about Chantal. I usually stop shuffling when, I don't know, when I get that gut instinct too. So spirits, we're going to do 3-card read for Chantal. So whatever 3 cards we need to know, just go ahead and place them at the top of the deck. All right, let's get started. What do we have first? Ooh, we have the Emperor, who is reversed. Justice. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so usually 3-card spreads are past, present, and future. It's funny that all of these are the major arcana. That's unusual. Well, no, instead of the Pentacles. Pentacles isn't. Okay, so let's start with the Emperor, who is reversed. It's for tyranny, rigidity, and coldness. Definitely the rigidity. Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing. But basically, it's part of the coldness, where like someone who's unmoving, stubborn. That's the word I'm looking for. Someone who's stubborn. This could be Chantal. She is a very stubborn person. She has that like defiance disorder, supposedly, from what I heard. Let's move on to Justice. Says cause and effect, clarity and truth. So what it means by cause and effect, it's sort of like karma, where like what she puts out into the world, that is what she is receiving in this moment in the present, as the card is suggesting. So the card is saying like whether she is doing good or she's doing bad, it's all because of her. It's because of what she is putting into the universe right now. Then we move on to the 3rd card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, just looking through my guide. Okay, so she is upright. It says practicality, creature comforts, and financial security. Okay, definitely creature comforts is definitely Chantal, because she, especially in the last haul, like she's going out getting ice cream, she's getting sweets, she's getting bread, she's getting cheese and her pickles. These are her comforts. Like that is what like helps her get through like even the harshest thing. And the only time we see her like really like dive deep into that stuff is when we know she is not having a good time. So like she kind of fakes having a good time by like satisfying that addiction to food, like getting those comforting foods for herself. So it seems like it does say financial security and practicality. I'm not really getting that vibe. I'm getting like the taking in, not the financial taking in, but like the taking in of comfort. And the pentacles also can they can be financial, but they can also represent the body. So like that taking in, I feel it more as a physical sense than like a financial one. But we could always ask for clarity about this Queen of Pentacles. I think the Queen of Pentacles is pretty, it's a pretty good symbolism for Chantal. Well, even like the financial part, I think, is a pretty good symbolism. But definitely you see the woman in the picture and she is just, you know, she's got her coin. She's got that little rabbit with her. She is comfortable and relatively happy in her own space. And I just think, I don't know why, I just think of Chantal. All right. Spirits, can you tell us more about Chantal's future position, this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, let's see. We have, oh, the Six of Swords. I know that one. It's the movement card. We also have the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Oh, now we have King and Queen on the board. As far as the Six of Swords, the right side up meaning is like leaving behind. The reversed, however, no, the reversed is moving forward, leaving home and independence. Oh, wait, no, that's Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Six of Swords, the upright does mean leaving behind and moving on, but the reversed, in this case, talks about emotional baggage, unresolved issues, and resisting transition. Okay, because she has said it before, like she doesn't want to leave Syria. Now, just because you don't want something doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but there is, she's fighting it. And we're also talking about emotional baggage and unresolved issues. Now, could these be within the marriage? To be honest, like, I don't see any other emotional baggage except for maybe her childhood. You know, I do believe she's had some childhood trauma, maybe relating to her mother, or, you know, even like the absent father. Maybe that's the emotional baggage that she can't get rid of. And, you know, that could be one of the things, like, then, and again, this is in the past position. Her inability to let those things go could be what's contributing to what's going on with her now, like looking for all this comfort. We move on to the Three of Cups. Again, it's in the present position. And it's upright. It says friendship, community, and happiness. Okay. When I think community, for some reason I think of family. But community, friendship, and happiness. And this is like in the present. And again, like with the Queen of Pentacles, you have someone who is taking in comfort. And that would give her a sense of, even if it's temporary, it would give her a sense of happiness. Or like with her live streams right now, like that could be the community it's talking about. So she does find comfort in live streaming. I really do believe that, because like even in her darkest times, she will live stream. And, you know, some people argue she does it for content. I honestly think she does it for comfort, because then she has that community with her, whether they're agreeing with her or disagreeing with her. Like they're giving her something to focus on, I guess. You know, helping her brainstorm and stuff. And I just think she's always found being online very comforting. At the very least, when she started doing like live streams. We move on to the King of Pentacles. Which again, funny, we have the Queen and King on the board. Okay, he is upright and he is abundance, prosperity, and security. So again, we have another card that's talking about abundance, you know, that taking in and that having. And it's, again, prosperity. So we're talking about like financial gains, which we've gotten that for her before. Like, and to be honest with you, as long as she's live streaming, she is taking in financially. So like, again, that in the future position isn't all that surprising. None of this is actually all that surprising. Spirits don't seem to have much tea for us today. So let's do a pull, maybe a couple pulls from What's the Tea deck. Because maybe there's something in here the spirits can use to tell us something. Spirits, is there any tea, hot or cold? Preferably hot. You can tell us about Chantal in Syria with her husband and her cat. Again, we just focus in our energy on her so the spirits can really get in there. This is thank you next. Moving on. Okay, we have Clout hungry. Oh, and we have ignoring. So the moving on card, I'm sorry, it says I don't know if the spirits are telling me to move on to like somebody else, at least for now, or they're telling Chantal like to move on. But definitely like this is a movement card. Again, whether it's a physical movement or emotional one, because in the cards I just drew, it talked about, what was it? It was the 6, it talked about emotional baggage. And the cards are saying moving on, or she should be moving on. And we move on to Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up and dramatic. I would say so. I think Chantal is a bit clout hungry right now. That could be the indication in the cards when they were talking about the financial abundance or like the taking in that I kept seeing in the King and Queen. Ooh. So maybe Chantal finds that clout to get more viewership. And then we also have ignoring. I think maybe this is how she feels, or like could be pertaining to it, because I think I got that same ignoring card in the last read as well. And I think it was talking about the relationship, like someone is feeling ignored. There is a cat in the picture. I hope it's not Julia that feels ignored. Let's draw 3 more. See if the spirits have any more they would like us to know. Although I don't know why this read I feel like I'm grasping at straws. I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. It says love on the brain. Wasting time. And talking shit. Sounds like Chantal. So the love on the brain says dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. Nostalgic is a word I get for her often as well. Again, it's talking about, we were talking about the 6 of Swords, where it's saying like leaving behind, moving on. Well, and then like the moving on card, it's talking, I think these things are pertaining to, she's stuck in the past. And love on the brain, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a physical love. It could be an emotional one too. Like she could be nostalgic for like times where she did feel loved and cared for. And maybe at a time where she wasn't looking for this comfort that the Queen of Pentacles is suggesting. Then we talk about wasting time. Stuck, no changes, and limited. I think that goes into the clout hungry as well. Like she feels like she's stuck, and like if she knows she's not dumb. She's a YouTuber. She knows if she's stuck and the content's stuck, then like she's got to figure something out. She's clout hungry. And or maybe it's pertaining to the fact that she feels stuck in Syria. Although I don't really think it's that, because, like, again, we go into, oh my goodness. Which one of these? I don't know, I think it's the Queen. But I think it's pertaining to the fact that she wants to be in Kuwait. She does not want to leave. She wants to stay there. It might be the 6 of Swords. But yeah, then we move on to talking shit, which speaks for itself. I think that goes into clout chasing, clout hungry. And it does say makes shit up and does anything, says anything. I think this is mostly for I get the instinct that is mostly going to pertain to Salah. Like, I have a funny feeling there's a lot of shit talking going on between them. In my last read, it kind of implied that there was some strife between the two of them. So that could be the shit talking, and maybe that's what leads to the clout. And maybe, you know, that's where she's going to find some extra income, is when people start becoming interested in that. But it doesn't seem like anything too new is going on. Nothing too, you know, shady in the works. But remember, we thank the spirits anyway for their time. Appreciate it. And I thank you for your time, and I thank you for joining me today. And I hope you have a great day.